Well. Good evening, everybody. I appreciate you coming in. Hit that like button. Make sure you vote in our little poll we have there about the PlayStation Plus price going up. We're going to talk about that briefly. Going to talk about what exactly a Goldilocks planet is. And this, I woke up this morning. I listened to Sick Humor's podcast. Shout out to Big Homie Sick. And he was talking about this, I don't know, what do you want to call it? This discussion, this debate, this argument that Jay Barry, Persona Speaks, and I think Strictly Gaming had. And that's why I'm going to call that segment Goldilocks and the Three Fanboys, because they sounded like a bunch of effing fanboys. And so at first it was going to be like, I got up this morning, I listened to 6 podcasts before I was going to work, and I was just going to drop an epic roast. Like, I was going to clap cheeks on this one. So, but as the day went on, I didn't feel that fury anymore. I'm like, you know what? I just had a birthday, and this is a teachable moment. Shout out to Barack Obama, the former president of the United States. This is a teachable moment because I'm hearing stuff about Goldilocks planets. I'm hearing people say bull crap like, you can't land. Well, I want to land on a gas giant. It's like, you can't, but I mean, you can't. I just don't know what else to say about this anymore. Even if you go back to 2007, which is a game that I really enjoy, which is on the screen now, Mass Effect, 90% of the planets you land on are rocky. Okay. So and that's our galaxy. You have Mercury, which is right. All the inner planets are rocky. Mars, Earth, Mercury, Venus. The further you go out, the more liquidy they are. They're further away from the sun. They don't have innards, and you can't land on them. And I was like, do they not understand? So I'm like, maybe they don't understand what a Goldilocks planet is. So we're just going to talk about that. It's a perfect opportunity. But yeah, gotta say something about that. Also, the Startile, the game is out for people with reviews. Shout out to Jada Up City. I believe he got a review code because he did a video today. And again, I was at work and I listened to maybe 10 minutes of it. I do want to go back and listen to it. I'll do it later tonight because college football starts tonight. Like in literally 20 minutes. Colorado and Nebraska play, I think. Or it's Nebraska, Minnesota play, and then at 8 o'clock, Florida plays Utah. Now that's a game I'm walking across the street to the bar to watch. I'm actually going to watch that for an hour, drink me a tall cold one while I'm over there, or maybe a short cold one, or maybe I'll just drink some more of my old Kentucky home. I don't have ESPN, and let's see here. Mass Effect has no gas giants you can land on. I mean, it doesn't. It doesn't. I've played the game probably 40 times. Maybe not that much, but you get the drift. It has no gas planets. All the planets are rocky. Some of them have ice, like Novaria. Some of the moons have ice, but it's rocky. All right. You know what else Mass Effect does not have on planets? Water. They don't have a ton of water. It's not that you don't find it when you send out probes, but I don't think you land on a planet until we got to Mass Effect Andromeda. That's when we saw planets that were even that. I mean, the planets were desolate planets. That's it. Now, I mean, I guess we can just go right into it. If Jay Barry or anybody wants to go land on a gas giant, then Jay Barry needs to make that game. And you all know I was going to say that, right? You all knew I was going to say, create your own thing. And I say this with all respect from one black man to another black man, because we can either sit on our sorry asses and wait for somebody else to do it, or we can do it. If this is something Jay Barry would like to explore, Jay Barry can go ahead and build that game. I mean, that's fine. Because realistically, you can't land on a gas planet. There's nowhere to go. I mean, not unless you say it's going to be a submarine or some type of, I mean, and again, I mean, it's silly. Yes, it's a game. Sick humor is right. It is a video game, but they still based it on some type of physics and reality. It is a game. It's a game. Okay. All right. But they still have to, but what Bethesda did, I thought was the smart thing. They said there's going to be a lot of planets, but they're going to be mostly barren because most of the planets that they have discovered, we have discovered, don't have life on them, at least not that we know about. And we're going to look at some different planets and we're going to explain what the Goldilocks Zone is, because maybe people don't understand exactly what it is. That way, it's a fun, teachable moment. I get to use the NASA space engine, and it's actually a pretty cool thing. And it's educational. That's what we're about tonight. We're not about cracking cheeks, you know, but I will spoil Starfield. So if you don't want to know how Starfield ends, you need to shut your ears. I'm about to spoil it right now. So at the end of Starfield, or Startile, you uncover the artifact. And the artifact is Chocolate Thunder. And he proceeds to tell you what a cute little astronaut you are. And that Bethesda has been working on him for over 25 years. If you don't understand what that is, that's pretty much double life. And then he proceeds to show you where the 52 CUs and the 12 T-flops are. And that's how Starfield is. That's how this game is. You get to meet Chocolate Thunder. So if you want to, you can go ahead and do it. So, yeah, a little humor there, right? So now look at that screen that's up there now with the Normandy. This is a load screen. And you're going to see another one here shortly. You're going to see another load screen. You'll see kind of what people are talking about. This is if you haven't played the game yet. And there's other people that are showing you this. But this game is from 2007. And you're going to see the load screens once we get to the planet. Once we drop to the planet here. But, so that's what our podcast is today. Also, go ahead and vote about PlayStation Plus price hike. Again, I don't care. I don't mind this. And here's why. I am a staunch down capitalist. So if this doesn't work out for Sony, then Sony will drop the price back. Because people will say, you know what? Because we have the right, the absolute right to cancel your subscription. Like my subscription comes up in 5 days. So I have to see even how much it's going to cost month to month. I don't know. I haven't even looked at the price yet because I've been busy doing other stuff. You know, my Spider-Man stick got released, or it's on its way. It's supposed to be here tomorrow. The plates are going to be here tomorrow too. So I did not have to wait for Sony to give me something. I bought them because I'm a grown man, and grown-ups buy what grown-ups want to buy. So I don't have an issue with Sony doing this because I don't have to keep my subscription, right? It's not like Sony said, well, if you don't choose one of these three, your PlayStation won't turn on. Okay? But my PlayStation is going to work fine. So, and I plan on getting another PlayStation. So at the end of the day, if you all think they overstep, just simply don't renew. I don't know what else to say. Now, there is a way you can stack things. You can stack things a certain way. Let's see here. Let me see if I can find that article. I left a link in the description. Isn't that what you kids say? I left a link in the description. I left the receipt. So let's see here. Is it I thought it was already up here. PlayStation Plus. So you got the games. Let's see here. Says people are irate about it. Oh, we can put that up there. This comes from Push Square. Wow, plans go up as much as $40. Okay, wait just a minute. But now might be the time to stack a year or two for your current membership. So let's see here. See, it doesn't talk about month to month. Oh, where does it now? Sony has not announced changes for monthly to the monthly $10 for essential, $15 for extra, and $18 for premium, or quarterly $25 essential, 40. Again, let me put this up on the screen in case you were wondering, because I'm a month to month boy, and let me put this up here for all you all to consume. And I'll point to where I'm looking at here is right here. Let's blow that up there. Says Sony has not announced charges to the monthly $10 for essential, $15 for extra, and $18 for premium. Are quarterly. That's what I was just reading. It notes that the annual plan is still less expensive than a monthly or quarterly subscription in the long run. That's true. I guess this is for people who buy yearly. So you still have a few days to stack an extra year or 2 or 3 onto your existing Plus plan at the current prices. Too early to tell whether it will be worth waiting until Black Friday in case there were better deals. Yeah, that is something you can do. So if you had the cash to spare, now might be the time to add extra time to your plan. So again, this does not affect me. According to this article, now tomorrow Sony may announce something totally different. Sony may tell me to go kick rocks. I mean, they could. But again, I'm a capitalist. So for me, this didn't affect me at all. But let me see here. It says essential subscription will soon cost $80 per year. So it went up $20. Oh my goodness. I mean, if you Grubhub something, you pay $20. The extra plan is going up by $35, so $135. Great! Oh boy, that hurts. No, the extra plan is going up by $35. I thought they meant it was going for $35, so it hurt $35. All right. While an annual premium plan will soon cost $40 more at $160. Wow, that I gotta admit that's going up a little bit there. See, let's see here. But for me, it does not go up at all. See here. Here, 60 divided by 12. So you went up to $13 a month, give or take. So you might as well just come back and pay monthly. I mean, I don't know how that works. I mean, I do not know how that works at all. So I'm a monthly boy. So, yeah, you know, it is what it is, people. I mean, I don't mind this because of people will get upset. You'll have grown men in their feminine energy, but then everything will settle down and you have to make a choice as a man and say, either I'm going to continue or I'm not. Either way works. Either way works, all right? So, and that's up to you all. That's up to your family or however you all do your bills at home. So you again, but I'm a capitalist. Sony made a capitalist move. It's literally called because it's worth it. All right. Why does that? How come that chocolate cake and ice cream at Cheddar's costs almost $10? It's just talking about one piece of chocolate cake, a piece, not a whole cake. One piece of chocolate cake, one scoop of vanilla ice cream. You know what they'll tell you? Because it's worth it. That's what they'll say. It's up to you to eat it or not. And I ate it a few times. Like, that's not bad. It's not bad. I don't know if it's worth this, you know, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. It says here, renewal date that's on or after November 6th. If you make any changes to your plan between September 6th and then, such as changing tiers, the new pricing will apply. Okay, so you all have got a consumer choice to make. So Sony made a consumer move, okay? They're basically like, our stuff is really good and you all are going to pay extra for it. Why? Because it's worth it. Well, they didn't make any extra things. They didn't do this. Okay, if that's the way you think, then you need to leave that service. Now, I'm serious. I'm not saying this. I'm not defending Sony. I am going to defend capitalism because I'm a staunch down capitalist. All right, I think it's better than communism. I think it's better than socialism. You want to look at socialism, that's what Xbox is. They have a social system. They have a social program. But again, we tried to tell you this, that you cannot depend on these subscriptions because they're just going to keep jacking the prices up. I mean, what, you all think we were kidding? You thought we were fanboying it up? No. We're trying to be, we're being as honest as we can with you because we got nothing to gain from lying to you. Nothing. All right. Well, you can get more subs. I wanted 50 subs. I got over 2,000. So don't talk to me about my sub count. It's way higher than I ever thought it would be. Make sure you hit that like button and share the video. But this whole thing of something not being worth it, that is an individual decision that only you can make. And the problem is that you need to make this decision in your own house. The problem, you want to step outside and tell other people something's not worth something. And this is why people are hitting you in your face. Hey, you don't think it's worth it, then don't get it. That's fine. That's fine. I didn't like my Sony TV. I have a Sony TV sitting in the box. I didn't like it. Thought it was okay. I mean, I did. I thought it was okay. It didn't have the color gambit I wanted. I was sitting up there going into Best Buy, and they were showing some of the Sony games running on the, you know, the C1 and all these, and the Bravia systems, the high-end Bravias. Well, some would say the Bravia is high-end. Yeah, my X85J is a better TV than, say, the Sony 900 or 800 series. So that's true. But my point is that I made a decision, a consumer-based decision. I bought a new TV. So because I wanted it, you know, and I got a good deal. I got the Best Buy. So, but we'll move on off of this unless there's any questions. All right, do you have any questions about this? I mean, I'm not, look, if you want to say I'm defending the price hike, if you can't afford this, you don't need to be here anyway. Period. I don't know what else to say. You all got to get your money up. That's the problem. I mean, there's something is going to, everything is going to go up. Now, for me personally, I can eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, grilled cheese, and tomato and tomato vegetable, and what is it in there? What I got in there? Chicken noodle soup. I can eat that for the rest of my life and drink some milk and orange juice. I'll be okay. Like, I'll be fine, right? But, you know, it's just that everything's going to go up. I mean, you all act like it, you know, I don't know what else to say about this anymore. I'm surprised it's been the price it's been. Just like these games costing $70. The games in theory should cost about, based on inflation and things like that, the game should cost about $79 to $84 each time. And the $10 thing beat inflation, didn't it? That's all you got. When the games went up to $69.99, it went up $10. That was inflation. The companies anticipated inflation. That's what companies do. That's why Microsoft is worth what it is and Sony is doing a good job. They already know it. They already know the stuff is coming. I'm like, well, these are going up. We're going to get hit with inflation pretty soon. And now you got all these people complaining like, well, yeah, people told you we were going to get inflation. They told you our interest rates were going to go up. Now, nobody thought they were going to go up this high. At least I know I didn't. I thought maybe 2.5. God, 7, was up to 7 at 5 point something. But anyway, it's different story. But what's going on, J-Roll? How you doing? So yeah, everybody go month to month. I mean, I don't know. I'm month to month. This did not affect me at all, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I'll find out. I haven't gotten an email from Sony saying that my price is going up. I mean, the only email I got was, hey, your Spider-Man stuff is coming. So it's supposed to be here tomorrow. It's in Atlanta right now, shipping some point tomorrow to be here. So, you know, it is what it is. What's up, Corey Massey? He ordered the PS Portal pre-order today. Cool. All your stuff. I mean, look, I got HBO Max the other day. They had like a back to summer, whatever it was, end of summer deal. So I got Max, which has nothing on it I really want to watch. She wanted to watch The Flash again. We already saw it at the show. So we're going to watch that again. You know, we're going to watch that again. And that was like $5.99. And she wanted to finish watching The Last of Us. I'd already seen it. So she ended up finished watching The Last of Us. So she was all in tears. So especially when Joel lied to I was gonna say Abby, to Ellie, she cried. She didn't have to lie to her after they went through so much. So I'm like, don't worry about it. You know, everybody knows what happened. So she doesn't know. She doesn't play the game. So, but again, if you all, I mean, my opinion on this is capitalism. This is the way capitalism works. And how it also works, it goes right back to the consumer, because if you, the consumer, don't care for what they just did, cancel your subscription. That's what you do. That's what you do. That's what a man does. A woman complains about it. Remember, men create, you know, I'm not going to go into that on this podcast. My goodness gracious. So, but the men, okay, you men of means, men of masculine energy, you're going to ascertain your information. You can sit and write it down, look at the numbers. If you don't like the number, get out. That's what men do. If you don't care, and again, they could email me tomorrow and be like, hey, guess what? Your membership is going to go up on September. I mean, they could, right? They can always do that. And then I will have to do the same thing. I'll be like, oh man, my membership went up. You know, now I have to look to see if I really want to keep it or not. And again, I don't know. I do not know. So we'll have to wait and see. But we're moving off of that. I certainly hope you all understand what it is and what it's not. So I think it's fun. I think it's funny. I got off work the other day and people were screaming. It's like, man, y'all got to get your money up. I mean, that's all I can really say. You know, get your money up. So it is what it is, though, right? So Mario, he says Sony is barebacking us with the PS5 side. Only if you let them, okay? Oh man, that is, only if you let them, right? All right, so we'll move on to the next story here. I need to see exactly what it is. Okay, Starfield reviews. Let's take a quick look at that. And again, I don't have Starfield. I have not spent any time in it, so I have no idea what the score is right now. Let's see here. Trying to find one that's just came out here. Well, let's just go right here. Let's go to it. Oh, right now it's sitting at an 87. So now what I am hearing is that it's all Xbox centric people or something like that. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm not denying any of that. But let's just say those people are, you're right. Let's say it is Xbox centric people. What that means very simply is that once all the reviews start to hit, when everybody gets their votes in, do you think the score will go up or down? Because if they're already at an 87 with the Xbox people, then what are these other people who give it a lower score or a mixed review, they would say? Which I'm hearing is getting mixed reviews, is what I'm hearing. So, but I don't know. I'm gonna make my own review up, and I may try to get this game tomorrow. All right, how do I get the game tomorrow? Can somebody explain this to me? Can I just go to the store and get it? Do I have to do something special? I mean, what do I have to do? Do I have to hold my mouth differently, or what's going on with it? So, all right, so you can see there's no user reviews yet. That'll be over here in this box. But all these, as far as I know, these are Xbox channels, or Xbox guys. Somebody called the enemy. My God. It's got 56 critical reviews. So this is good. I mean, to me, an 87 with 51 reviews is pretty good. Now, that's just my opinion. Oh, by the way, if you haven't watched Jack Ryan yet, this is actually pretty good this year. So, and what I was told, and shout out to Foxy Games UK, what I was told was that it is what Mass Effect Andromeda was supposed to be. And if that's what this is, then it's like, okay. Because here's what I know it's not. I know it's not Star Citizen. We know it's not Star Citizen. We know it's not No Man's Sky. We know it's not Elite Dangerous. Okay? So we know that. So I'm fine. This is just my personal opinion with letting the game just come out and be what it is. Okay, let's just let it be what it is. I didn't expect Ratchet and Clank to be like any other thing but Ratchet and Clank. And Ratchet and Clank's a pretty good game. I haven't played it. I played it for about an hour and a half or something like that. So it had a puzzle in it. I got mad. I'm like, all right, why they put a puzzle in the game? So, but this isn't bad. I'm just looking at it. Saw one review. Oh, here comes some 70s. GameSpot, Digital Trends, EC Mag. I don't even know how to pronounce that. It looks like menstruation. These are unscored, so Xbox Gen's gonna give it a high score. So I don't know about Polygon, but again, they're unscored. So these have not come out yet. Their reviews are out. So so it sounds like if you like Bethesda games, you're going to enjoy the game. Well, hey, I like the Fallout games. Fallout 76 I have not played, but it says here Bethesda took its formula for RPGs. Let's blow this up on the screen. See here, Bethesda took its formula for RPGs, perfected over the years with Fallout and Elder Scrolls series. Again, those are good RPGs. These are really good RPGs, and deployed it on a scale grander than I have ever seen. I spent 36 hours playing Starfield on an Xbox Series X and completed more than 100 missions, side activities, and other jobs. Feel like I barely just scratched the surface of the game. It's one of the best games Bethesda has ever dropped, and easily one of the best games of the year. So, but this is pretty good. Okay, this is pretty good. So, this one's not a very good review with Polygon. This says it hasn't changed anything. It's The Verge. So these are going to be decent reviews right here and right here. But CNET and Xbox Gen guy, it's going to be fine. So So I'm gonna guess it's gonna rest at an 80 when it's all said and done. I think we're going to be at like an 85, 84, 85, something like that. It may get to 86, but I think it'll come there. I think take 3 more points off of this is where we'll be at, or not. But for me personally, when I was told it's what Mass Effect Andromeda was supposed to be, that seems to be what's coursing through the community that plays this type of game, is that it's a bigger, better looking version and the Mass Effect Andromeda. That's what I was told, and a lot of people are just kind of settling on. It's like, okay, that's fine. There were things about Mass Effect Andromeda that were good. Just the story was trash. Just so trash. So if they can do a better job at telling the story, they may have a pretty good game on their hands. But we will see. We're going to find out what happens. Okay. See, there's another loading screen you're looking at. So, and this is on a PC, and it loads, and I've got a pretty good SSD on here. So the Xbox airing those bot out. Yeah, if they're going to say that, if people are literally saying that the game is being reviewed by a bunch of Xbox centrist channels, okay, fine. I don't know if that's true or not. So, all right, what you're looking at right now, the ship doing what it's doing, and that little vehicle coming out, that's a loading screen. This is a loading screen, and you'll see it when it hits the ground. So it hits the ground, and it stopped. That's loading. We see that right there? It was a load screen. So, but that's what people are talking about. You're hoping they're shoulder switching for third-person mode when it comes to using guns. Well, we'll see. Again, I don't know. Yeah, 87 is fine for a new IP. I don't understand it. 84, like 83, 84 and on up for new stuff is fine. I don't understand it. But again, this is what happens when you all console war and you get stuck on what other men and people are saying. I agree with Sick Humor. If you don't need Metacritic or any other score to play and enjoy Starfield. Okay, just go and play it. That's anything in your life. Okay, I understand we do have something called Consumer Reports. At least that's what I still read, and I recommend everybody reading that when they buy stuff. And yeah, if you have a favorite reviewer, I mean, NX Gamer, he hasn't put his review out yet. If you want a unbiased look at Starfield, I would just wait on what he says. But you know, the Starfield is over the score you thought it'd be. What did you think it was? It's not finished yet. I mean, that's the whole thing. They're not done scoring it. So they still have over 50 reviews out. But you have to consider most of them will skew positively. So the game to me is going to settle at an 85, 86. Yeah, a couple points below where it is. I don't think it's going to settle in the mid 90s. Those people got their cheeks busted, it looks like. But the reviews aren't over yet. So, you know, it is what it is. I also want you to look at the planet that I'm on here. You see how rocky it is? Okay. Again, because most of the planets that you land on in Mass Effect are rocky. You know, doesn't mean now, and then there's no rain. You know, I don't think it ever rains in Mass Effect. It snows, or does it ever rain? I can't remember. So you're kind of tempted to buy premium. Well, again, how do I get it tomorrow? Like, how do I get, like, if I want to play this game tomorrow when I get off work and I get home at 5:30, right, tomorrow, how do I play this game? Because people keep saying it was going to be out on the 1st, then they said it was going to be the 6th. So which one is it? Yeah. Same score as Final Fantasy 16. Again, it may end up higher. But what is, I mean, again, why do you all care about the score? What is Final Fantasy 16? Anyway, Final Fantasy 16 is not a Sony game. It's not a Sony game. So, I mean, I don't understand that. That is a Square Enix game that Sony has. So, I don't understand why they would be upset. But again, they're ponies, and, you know, who cares? Maybe their trophies will help them. There you go. There you go. Yeah. They're gonna. I'm gonna break that news on Twitter. I'm gonna be like, hey, look, you know, Sony is going to backtrack on the on the price hike on Plus. All you have to do is show your trophies, and if your trophy score is high enough, your score, you know, whatever it is, your Plus account won't go up higher. You know. Pay for the full premium Cheeks edition. Oh, I got to pay for it now? So I have to pay for it before 12 o'clock is what you're saying. You can play in 53 minutes if you have premium upgrade, then play on Game Pass. Play 53 minutes? Who wants to do that? I mean, you're barely into the game. I'm good. I'm good. I can wait another week. I'm not going to pay $100. So the premium edition, is it 89 or is it 99? So is it 89 or 99? Bro, I have no platinums, so don't feel bad. You know, I have 0 platinums. So, but the price will go down. Your Plus price will go down if you got, you know, Sony gonna show them trophies, right? All right. So we'll move on. So you know, the Metacritic score is out, and I don't know what the Open Critic score is yet. So, but it's out. You know, I don't know whether it's good or bad. That's up to you all to decide. I will decide on my own. So, but we'll go ahead and let's take this. We'll take this on down, and let's go ahead and talk about some Goldilocks Zone planets. So, this is inspired by Strictly Gaming and Jay Barry and Persona Speaks. And let's see here. We're going to talk about the Goldilocks Zone and what it is. So we are going to we'll put this on the screen here. Well, not this screen. Going to put this on the cheek busting screen here. So hopefully you all can see that. So the first thing we're going to talk about is what is the habitable zone or Goldilocks Zone. So what exactly are they talking about is what I think it's a legitimate question for you all, because people were saying, well, what are you talking, Goldilocks Zone, Goldilocks Zone. So, all right. So first things first, Goldilocks is taken from the children's story, Goldilocks and the Three Bears. So apparently Goldilocks went full Keisha, broke into the bears' cabin, started eating their food, right? And let's see here. So Goldilocks, I think the father bear, it was too hot. The mama bear, it was too cold, or it wasn't hot enough, or something like that. And the baby bear was too cold. So they called it the Goldilocks Zone. Or the baby bear was just right. Yeah, the mama bear was a little bit too cool. The father bear was too hot. Yeah, and the baby bear, the baby bareback, it was just right. So what NASA has declared affectionately is these planets that are like that are, here we go. It's an area around a star where it is not too hot like father bear, not too cold like mama bear, for liquid water to exist on the surface of surrounding planets. So imagine if Earth were where Pluto is. It would be a frozen ball, right? The sun would be barely visible, about the size of a pea, and Earth's ocean and most of its atmosphere would freeze. Yes. Why? Because it's too cold. On the other hand, if Earth took Mercury's place, now we all know where Mercury is, right? It's like right next to the sun. It would be too close to the sun, and its water would form a steam atmosphere and quickly boil off. Since the distance Earth orbits the sun is just right, just like baby bear, to remain a liquid. This distance from the sun is called the habitable zone, or the Goldilocks zone. Rocky, oh, here we go. Oh, now we got problems. This is from NASA. Rocky exoplanets found in the habitable zones of their stars are more likely targets for detecting liquid water on their surfaces. Why is liquid water so important? Life on Earth started in water, and water is a necessary ingredient for life as we know it. Okay, so they have this wonderful engine here, but we can actually explore. Okay, so let's look at one of my favorite ones. See if I can find it again. First of all, let me make sure this is translated on the screen. Okay, so I don't want to look here. This is a giant. All right, so here is a gas giant planet. Let's look at this. Now, these fuck niggas were saying we need to be able to land on this. There's nothing here. There's nothing there. And this is this is all based on, this is a giant planet with the density of a marshmallow. And again, this is all based on Hubble. Okay, these are Hubble sightings. This is 591 light years from Earth. Okay. Let's look at the star. Look at that star. The K star. It tells you what it is. Too faint to be seen with the unnaked eye from Earth. I mean, that thing is boiling. Let's look at the system that it's in. Okay, here's the planet. Here's the Goldilocks zone. This green ring is a Goldilocks zone. So what Bethesda Games did is they said any planet in this green ring could be habitable. The planets that are too close, like this planet is, okay, it is not going to have any life. But yet you had these idiots saying, I want to be able to go there. And do what? It's got the density of a marshmallow. There's nothing to do. Well, it's just a game is what they say. Okay, and they took a design choice with their game, and they said, we're not, just as we can't go to Uranus, Neptune, or Jupiter, because those are our gas planets, then we're not going to be able to go to all of these planets. Now, is it disappointing if you want to explore? Yes. Guess what game allows you to do this? Star Citizen. These people who are complaining should play Star Citizen. Starfield or Tilefield, whatever you want to call it, Startile. It's not a space simulation game. It's an RPG, and space is where it's happening. That's it. When I got told that, and And I was talking about this on 60 frames no lag. When I got told that, I was able to recalculate exactly what I understand. So, see here. So let's look at another place here. See how this engine works? Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? That again, hypothetical visualization. This is TAPIS 1D, a rocky world outside our solar system. So again, rocky. Let's look at the system. Again, look at the Goldilocks zone. So according to NASA, there are possibly 1, 2, 3 planets in the Goldilocks zone. Possibly. But let's look at this. So the first thing you're going to look at is its sun. Well, maybe. Okay. No. Let's go. Let's look at the star. There's your star, an M-type star. Okay, and you see here the most common type of star, which is much redder, cooler, and dimmer than the sun. When they say the sun, they talk about our sun. Our sun. Okay? Our sun. Let's look, so we saw the system. Let's look at some of the planets, okay? Yay! This planet is bigger than Earth, and it's, again, a rocky world. So, again, it's like Venus. It's going to be like Mars, rocky. Mars is rocky. Earth is rocky. Venus is rocky. Our moon is rocky. They brought home moon rocks. I mean, again, you just got a bunch of, this is education time. This is education time. Okay? So let's look at this planet. There you go. Another rocky world. That says potentially. And they're just looking at they're looking at this through Hubble and things like that. All right? But I think it's pretty cool how you can do this right here. Or I can turn the whole planet on, I think. No. Oh, here we go. There we go. So that's a rocky planet. Again, most of the planets they have found, they have documented, are rocky worlds. Okay? And this is just one of my favorite systems because it has three planets in its Goldilocks zone. Look at this one way out here. Another one. Yay! And let's try. Did we look at this one? Yeah, we looked at that one already. So, and again, we can look at another one. Let's look at Kepler. Because this is all they did. Here is, let's look at the Kepler system. Okay, so what they have found, here's the Goldilocks zone based on this sun. Let's look at our sun. A yellow sun, a G star. Okay, so it is what it is. I don't know why people are so crazy about this. They simply made a design decision. Okay, another rocky world. I mean, again, this is not. I mean, come on, are you starting to see the picture of what's in the universe that they know about? I mean, I really want to stress this. You can do it like this too. Let's see here. Okay, well, let's do something fun. Let's do Soul. See if this will come up. Oh, there's Wolf. I know there's nothing in Wolf. So let's just go back home. All right, did I do that again? We just type in Earth or Earth like planet. I don't know if this is not Space Engine. Okay. All right. But you all get the planet type. So let's look at, okay. Let's see if we can find another gas planet. Okay. Like, there's something there. Hold on. Let's look at the system. Then the Goldilocks. Well, let's see here. A giant planet controls a mainly gas, but it's in the Goldilocks zone, right? Right? But these are, I'm serious, man. Where do you want to go on this? Retarded. So, I mean, you cannot go there. Now, if you want to land on one of those planets, and then people are like, well, it's a game. Yeah, and it's a design they decided to do. I had no issue with the way they designed their game. Okay? I have none, like no issue whatsoever. Let's look at some of Kepler, okay? This is one I want to look at too. Well, if it's going to work. Okay, there you go. Another potential rocky world larger than Earth, 35 light years from Earth. Okay? I mean, are you all starting to kind of get the picture here? And this thing is barely, I mean, it's outside. I mean, here's the Goldilocks zones here. Here's the planet. They only got one planet, man. That solar system's boring. But I like looking at the sun. The sun. Yay. So that's Bethesda pretty much said, we're going to do the same thing that NASA did. Okay. And I had no issue with that. Now, people want to say, well, it's a game. They're right. It's a game. And with their game, they made a design choice. And I don't have an issue with their design choice. Like, at all. Now, that's me. Okay, that is me. I don't have an issue with it anymore. What in the world is this not? Okay, and there's Earth. So they're gonna let us look at Earth's sun. It is not. There we go. There's Earth. So Earth is in the Goldilocks zone. And because it's in the Goldilocks zone, it has liquid water. It's a rocky planet. Okay? Earth is a rocky planet with water. That's that's what it is, guys. So what system is this? Oh, this has a okay. So is there a planet here? Okay. Another gas giant. I mean, again, don't get me wrong, that'd be kind of cool, but what are we doing here? What are we doing here? I don't understand this. More gas giants. Look, more. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm trying to see. Let's try this one. It pops up. Okay. Look at this system. All right, so remember, the green zone is the Goldilocks zone. That's all you have to remember. Okay. Most stars are going to be G-type stars. When I grew up as a kid, I thought we had a yellow sun. Then I got to like the 9th grade, and they were like, no, we have a white sun. I'm like, what? A white sun? What the hell? So what am I looking at? So, but this is a cool engine that they have. And, it's not, I don't think it's as good as Space Engine, but this is a fairly more accurate thing. And this is based on Hubble. So, and Hubble could be wrong. Yes, they could be mapping these planets wrong. For all we know, all these planets are gas giants. For all we know, they're not even there, right? We're depending on what NASA says. So, but when you get the type of things that I heard with strictly gaming and I'm not here to say they don't have a point. He doesn't have a point. That's not what it is. It's this. There's a saying. There's an old saying, but I get to say it because I'm an old man. There are two men sitting on a bench, and they're arguing with each other. And a blind man strolls past them.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate you, Alfonso. A blind man strolls past them. And he wonders, the blind man's going to wonder who the damn fool is. So all three of these brothers, I'm saying this, all three of these brothers sounded like fools. Okay? I'm hearing people say, I don't know what the term somebody got into their bag. I don't even know what that means. I thought the bag was money. So, but you know, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what somebody else's opinion is. It's their opinion. Why is there so much consternation around this game with the ponies? My personal belief, and I spoke on this weeks ago, my personal belief is that they are mad that this game did not come to PlayStation. That's just my personal belief. You know, I got, you know, I don't know what else to say about it. So that's just I'm talking about the ponies. The people who are going to play the game, they're going to play the game. Okay, they're going to play the game. So, or they're going to find a way to play it. They're going to wait for it, whatever it takes. You know, but you know, I saw people getting attacked. I saw Foxy Games UK get attacked. I saw multiple people just get because they're excited about a game coming out. I mean, what if you're excited about Mortal Kombat and somebody says, well, you're a this and you're a that? Or you're excited about whatever, Street Fighter or whatever's coming out down the road here? Do I think Microsoft dropped the ball with Starfield? I have not played it, so I have no idea. I have no idea. So, oh no, people care because I've seen it on Twitter. I've seen it on Twitter. So early access starts tonight in 48 minutes in the U.S. I'm not gonna pay $100 for the game. It's not. If it's a bigger, let me make this clear. If it's a bigger, better looking game version of it. Oh, by the way, this is Mass Effect 1 I played. That's this video. Guess what? Another rocky planet. You know, you can see the sun up there. Okay. And the only life on the planet right now is me. Is our truck. So you know, I'll never, you know, let me make it clear. I don't know if I used to be that way. I am not going to argue with another adult where they put their money. I'm just beyond that. You know, maybe call it a maturity, I just don't think it's worth talking about that much anymore. I'm not in the whole thing, this versus that, you know, because to me, it's not either you're going to pay for it or you're not going to pay for it. Either way works. Either way works. Do what works for you. So I've got my PC parts over here. Everybody knows that. I just haven't. I don't have enough time to run it over to the shop for them to put it together. So I just don't have the time right now. I'm just busy doing other stuff. My birthday just passed. My brother's birthday's coming up. My brother's girlfriend's birthday's coming up. My girl's birthday is coming up in October. So it's just like, yeah, I'll get it. I'll get to it eventually. So, but the plan is to get to it when? At the end of October and November. Why? Because I'm selling my Xbox. So, getting Windows 11. So I've heard really good things about that game, Immortals. I've heard good things. Is it Sea of Stars? I've heard really good things about that. So, Paul Games said Starfield wasn't the game changer to Xbox. Well, I mean, I don't know. See, that's a fanboy thing. I mean, for me, when I got told the other day that it's not a space sim game, and so I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's disappointing. Doesn't mean I'm not going to play it, but it is disappointing. And then I got told today, and I think Foxy Games UK dropped this as well. Shout out to him. It's what Mass Effect Andromeda was supposed to be. That's all I can really say about this at this time. This is what Mass Effect Andromeda was supposed to be. That some of the exploration and things like that. And it does sound like it borrowed some of the themes of Mass Effect Andromeda. Okay. You don't like the price, homie, but we'll pay. Well, that's okay. Just go ahead and vote. It's all right. It's not either then or there. Where there's water, there's life, intelligent, or microbes. Possibly. That's a good point. Yeah. I mean, possibly that's where it is. So I have 3 platforms. I have an Xbox, I have a PlayStation, I have a PC. I'm good. I'm happy. Okay, I'm happy. So, but that's just me. You know, what's the word? I'm content. You know, if you're not content, then rumble on. I mean, that's the best advice I can give you. Yeah, J-Roll 49. Look at what he just said. Shout out to J-Roll 49. Mother Earth equals third rock from the sun. Exactly. But to me, when I was listening to the whole Jay Bari thing, it sounded like somebody was filing a complaint that they can't go to a gas giant and land there, and that they should have the quote opportunity or the choice to land there. The answer to that is make your own game where you can do that. That's it. I mean, how hard can that be? I don't know. I mean, I'm not a dev. So if there's a dev out there, how long will it make you, how will it take you to make a solar system, not a galaxy, make a solar system? Maybe there's 6 planets and 3 of them are rocky and 3 of them are gas, and you can take your little piece of crap ship and go to a gas planet to make these dudes happy. I mean, I don't, I guess they'll buy your game, right? I guess they'll buy it. You can put ray tracing in there, which I've heard Starfield got no ray tracing. I thought it had global illumination. So somebody can correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong. If they don't have any ray tracing in there, then this, I gotta say right now, this is once again very disappointing. Again, I'm not 100% sure. I won't know until next week, unless somebody wants to donate so I can go ahead and buy the game tonight. Then I will play the game tonight. So let's see here. Advocate says he doesn't think anyone cares, honestly. I disagree with that. How many plats to ask Jim Ryan to not go? I don't know. I don't know. Y'all gotta put that together. Like I said, y'all gotta get that together. I don't, it does not affect me on month to month for now. For now. Let me make that for now. Right? I dodged the bullet, right? Like Neo with the Matrix. So it says he doesn't understand the whole Goldilocks zones. Goldilocks is only determined by human intelligence. Well, no, it means that the planet is in a spot where there could be liquid water. That's all it means. It's all it means. So with Starfield, what I'm going to anticipate is that the planets in the Goldilocks zone have liquid water on there, or some form of water, and possibly some form of life. That's fine. Okay, I got no issue with that. Again, the game is not Elite Dangerous. Okay, the game is not Elite Dangerous. Shout out to you, J-Ro. Appreciate you. The game is not, it's not Elite Dangerous. It's not Star Citizen. Okay, it's not No Man's Sky. It's not. So I'm not going to get mad over something that it's not. I was like, I can't dunk a basketball. I dunked a basketball one time, but I could never, because my hands are too small. But I can never dunk a basketball. Guess what? I can lay the ball in there, So, it is what it is. So, but these people out here, man, I just think they tripping over nothing. That's just my opinion. Ponies want to land on guys. I don't know, dude. Like I said, it sounded like 3. What is it? The story? The 3. I don't know, what is it called? It wasn't 3 wise men. It's just 3 idiots. I mean, they sounded like idiots. All of them. All of them brothers sounded like idiots. So, that's just, now, again, that's just my opinion. You all may listen to it and be like, well, no, that's actually making sense. Okay, fine. But man, when I was hearing some of that stuff that was coming out of their mouths, I'm like, are we to this point? Are we devolving? And shout out to him. Shout out to Jay Bari. He said he's on a, I forget how he called it. He is on a podcast break, is what he said. So good for him. Good for him. So you can't land on a gas planet. I know you can't, Paul Game, but I'm telling you, listen, you're preaching to the choir. I play games like this. I have Space Engine. I understand what Bethesda did following kind of a NASA-like approach to the design of their solar systems. I have no issue with that. It is disappointing that there's not more exploration in the way they built the game. But I'm not going to throw a fit over it. It's just not worth that. The Three Stooges. Yeah, that doesn't sound like the Three Stooges. Yeah, I don't know. All of them equally. 33.33% gets assigned to all of them. And I hate saying that against other brothers. I sit here in this chair and I advocate for black podcasters because it's already hard enough. But when you get 3 people who one sounds dumber than the other one. I'm just being honest. It's just I'm glad I'm not on that fanboy stuff. Shout out to Optimus Code. Rest in peace, no doubt. Much respect to him and peace to his family. He's the one that kind of pulled me to the side and said, "Hey, all right, I've said this before. I'm saying it again. So I don't have to worry about having an exchange like they had ever in my life. So I just, I'm not. So yeah, if you want a game where you can land on a gas planet, make a game where you make that game. It's okay. It's okay for you to do something as a black man. It's all right. Instead of complaining. I said this the other night. What did I say? For all you all that were at that podcast. Hey, look, you got all these people complaining about Star Wars. Why don't you write your own story and send it in? What are you afraid of? The Japanese did it. They wrote like 8 Star Wars stories that are actually really good. So maybe your game will be really good, just don't know. Eric, that's tough because Microsoft has always been about quantity, not quality. That's their DNA. If you want quality, that's Apple. Apple is the quality company. Apple makes better stuff than Microsoft, okay? Apple got into phones. Microsoft tried to get into phones. Nope. Didn't happen. So what Microsoft just caught up with the laptop, their Windows, that Windows laptop, desktop laptop, we want to call it, that is considered one of the best laptops in the country. So, or ever are made in the world. And they just caught up to Apple, and it took them 20 years. So again, Microsoft has never been about quality. They've always been a quantity company. That is a Bill Gates, Paul Allen thing. So Game Pass, yeah, it's got a bunch of games that are low quality. There's an occasional pearl in there. All right. The Forza game, Forza Horizon, that's a good game. The Gears of War games are good games. Well, you can argue about 4 and 5, I guess. I like them, but Gears 1, 2, and 3 are considered some of the best games made, period. It was considered some of the best games made. So, it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, we see this happening a whole lot, Paul, especially with like the Marvel movies and the Star Wars movies. These guys, what they do is they put out what they want the movie to be. They get a bunch of clicks on it, and then when it's not what they tell their audience it's going to be, they blame the producers and the director. It's like, nah, you need to shut your MF and mouth and just either go enjoy it or not enjoy it. I like the Osaka series. The first three episodes I've enjoyed. I've been wanting more. I think they're too short. So I'm like, all right, I'm really starting, because I don't really know nothing about the character. So I'm enjoying getting to know the character. People need to understand they're going to bridge her into with Rey's story and Finn's story. Eventually that's going to happen. Okay, because the Mandalorian storyline, the Thrawn storyline as well, they are coexisting together. They're happening around the same time. So we're going to have to wait and see how they put it together. But Dave Filoni has already told us at Star Wars Celebration, if you watched it, he said it's going to be an Avengers Endgame type of story. Then they're going to all come together. So I'm expecting to see maybe a Luke Skywalker cameo, maybe. Okay. So we're going to see the Star Wars Rebels. Shout out to my boy Herman Lee. Shout out to Herman Lee Jr. He called me years ago and said, Craig, you got to watch Star Wars Rebels. It is good. It is fun to watch. The characters are cool. I'm like, man, I don't know. It's a cartoon, right? And I actually sat down, got over myself because it was a cartoon, and watched the damn show. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So, and now to see those characters go from the cartoon to the live action, that's really cool as well. So, the three amigos, they call them whatever they want. They sounded like idiots to me. So, and I don't want to hear, well, he meant this and this. Dude, you're arguing over landing on a gas giant. You sound stupid. I mean, you just do. And you just do. And it can be your opinion. I think I should be able to do this. Okay. But I don't know where you go with something like that. It's almost like you got to find something that you can't do, therefore you're going to talk negative about it. Again, let me make this clear. That's the way I'm relating to it. So, again, I'm not going to argue. I got no issue with nobody except they were 3 black men that sounded retarded. So, all right, that's no offense to the retarded people because they would make more sense than this. I mean, this trash. All right, trash. Yeah, Clone Wars was good too. That was underrated. I don't deny it. That was underrated. But I thought Rebels was intriguing. It wasn't like I was fiending for it, but I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna watch this tonight. So, and again, seeing the characters go from animation to live action that's cool as well. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So that's why Chocolate Thunder has to go. Yeah, I mean, again, I don't know why it came down to that. That's why I'm like, okay, maybe they don't understand what Goldilocks planets are. Maybe they don't understand that most planets that are found in that zone are rocky so far. And so it was kind of like, okay, doesn't mean there's not a gas giant because we saw one in the Goldilocks zone. It just means that the majority of them are not. And again, if you want to go through the whole galaxy, Elite Dangerous allows you to do that. You know, you got to get a big enough ship with a big enough frame shift drive, and then you go to town. You know, that's what I did. I mean, I'm close to $6 million on that game. Now I tried to play it on Xbox, but it wouldn't let me. I don't know what was going on. But yeah, when I was playing it religiously on PlayStation, I got up to like 6-7 million. I had 3 ships. I was building my own armada. I would like to say I was building my own armada. But yeah, but guys, that's all I had for you. Whether you buy Starfield or you don't buy Starfield, or you play Sea of Stars or whatever, or you're waiting for Mortal Kombat to come out, just, try not to sound stupid. I mean, that's all I can really say. And I know people are going to say, well, this is my opinion. This is my opinion. It is what it is, and your opinion is trash. I mean, it's your opinion. It means something to you, means nothing to me. It's like, my opinion is my opinion. If you got a problem with the Sony price hike, I don't. Why don't I? Because I'm a consumer and I will make the final decision on what I do with my money. Now, if Sony were to say something like, well, okay, guys, your PlayStation, when it turns on, you have to choose one of these 3 tiers, or your PlayStation won't work. That's different. Then I'd be like, okay, that's anti-consumer as hell. I got an issue here. But it is what it is, right? So you wish Star Cheeks had some sort of co-op. Okay. Maybe it will on PC. Right? But all right, guys, I'm going to jump on off here. Like I said, I'm going to go watch this game. My phone's ringing. I'm sure they're on their way to pick me up. So, but I will talk to you all later. You all take it easy. Like I said, unboxing tomorrow night if my